Well, we're out here today doing a little dirt fishing. Got my pole and my metal detector. We're gonna see if we can find any of those gold and silver bugs today. Uh-oh, I think I got one. Okay, we got another great day of dirt fishing today. Gonna see if we can go find some of those gold and silver bugs out here at a high school football field. So we're just going to see what we can find out here. I found a cheap ring out here a few days ago, probably about a week ago, I guess, that little ring with the dollar sign on it. I'm going to see what else is out here today. Okay, I'm hunting right here and I get a pretty good signal. It's a 78 or 80 and I'm thinking it's probably a dime or a penny. It looks like we got a little heart of some sort, and I'll take it home and check it out. Usually that's a silver sound. This doesn't look like silver, it looks kind of like junk, but we'll take it, see what it is when we get home. It may just be dirty. That's pretty cool. I always like to find something. That's pretty nice. See what else is out here. Okay, I'm getting a signal right here. And it's a good 80 signal, and it's pretty strong. So we're gonna see what's down here. I've been hunting here for a while, and this is the hardest ground I think I've hunted in a while. It's pretty tough. Need a jackhammer to get through some of it. I've already bent up my digging tool pretty good, so anyway, we'll see what's here. Oh, there's something there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get the sun on it. I don't know if that's something good. That might be a ring. Focus on that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet. That's what we're looking for. That's definitely silver there. Those of you that have dug up rings before, you know what that looks like when that comes out. So that is awesome. I'm going to keep hunting around here. That's what I've been looking for all day. I'm going to keep hunting around here and see what I can find. This old hard ground is pretty hard to dig though. Awesome. We'll see what else is out here. That rang at a solid 80. So normally my rings have been ringing pretty good in the like 90s, but I have found several small silver rings in the 78, 79, 80 range. So that is awesome. Great. Keep hunting. Okay, this is the third one of these I've found. You get a real good signal at 81. I mean, it's good and hard too, and you dig and you're looking for something good, and what you find is a piece of connection, some kind of a pipe connection, and it's round and it's got a hole in it, so I guess the machine thinks it's a good ring, and it's just a little brass or piece of brass or metal connection. And this is the third one I found today, and boy, they sound good, but just a piece of junk. Just part of the process. We'll keep hunting. This is my lucky day. I got a good signal at 99. Man, that's something really good. Actually, I thought it was a old water sprinkler. It ends up being an old lock. That's pretty interesting. I tell you what, you just never know what you're going to find. The interesting thing is that this thing has laid here so long that it's gotten covered up and nobody's ever picked it up before. That's kind of interesting. Oh well, you never know what you're going to find. Good signal here, about 85, and it ends up being a piece of a watch. This is about the third or fourth piece like this I've found in the last month. I tell you what, when it rains, it pours. I start finding something, and then I find a whole bunch of the same thing. Seems like, even in different places all over town. So, anyway, it's always interesting to find something different. This is a piece of somebody's old watch. Hey, here's something interesting. I got a sound at about a quarter, about an 86, and I found this. This looks like the piece off of a belt. You know how you have those little decorations or something on a belt, or maybe a purse. So that's kind of pretty and kind of interesting. I'll take that home and clean it up. It's always, I've been finding some really unusual signals here, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, here are the finds for today. We've got a good selection of quarters. Got about 10 or 11 quarters. Got a ton of pennies here, copper pennies. I have a couple of rows of dimes. And I've got 3 nickels and a bunch of zinc pennies here. And these are a couple of tokens that I found. And then these are some unusual tones that I found. This sounded about like a quarter, and I think it goes to a belt or something, maybe a purse. This was an interesting sounding tone, and I always like hunting the interesting sounding tones because they are usually something unusual. This sounded really good. Don't know what it is, but it's just junk. This was that little heart that I found. You'll see that on the video, and it's just junk too, but it's kind of neat to find stuff that's like that. I love finding anything. And then this was a good sound here. I wasn't sure what it was. Ended up being a key. And then this is that ring that I found, and it is sterling silver. It's got STER in there. It also says, I don't know if you can see this. It says in there, I love you. And then it has a date. I think it's 08/02/08. Something in there. But that's a nice little ring that I found. That one showed up at like 80, which is interesting. It's real fine. I guess that's why it showed up at a lighter signal. I usually find rings in the high 80s or low 90s, but that showed up as an 80. And I have found some other ones in the 70s, high 70s. So that's not too unusual. Anyway, it was a good day of hunting. Had a great time. I always love finding rings and jewelry and interesting things. This is really interesting. I like that. And I certainly do like this ring. That's awesome. So, again, it's really interesting to find jewelry out there. That's what I like to see. That's awesome. Y'all have a good hunt and keep out there and hunt, and we'll catch you next time.